Alright, we're gonna make this quick because I can't feel my knees. Because, I walked about 8 hours. So let's go quickly over what happened today. Because, I had no phone, which means no map, no calling for taxi services, which we will get to later, no finding hotels or places, nothing. So, I wake up, and no breakfast, so I go to the subway to get what I want. I get lost in the town that I'm at, Sargas, the border town between French and Germany. Saarbrücken's up there. I get lost. I want to say for an hour or two, because I walked up to the roundabout and then back down and then back up. I found that from Hornbach to Sargrenas, wherever I was today, very well marked. Big squares, as big as my face with the shell and an arrow pointing. Sargrenas, to where I am now, which is in Cocheron? Speak. This little square with a little shell, and then next to it is a little red square, but sometimes they've been up there for so long that red square is white. So, being used to seeing it every 20 feet and then seeing it because the thing is it's supposed to be at every junction, every split, so you know which way to go. So pretty much I was following the bike path, and every time there was a arrow that says, oh, this way is this town, that way is this town, that's where I see the shell. So that was fun. So getting lost, furiously figuring my way out of the town. Going through the forest was fine, because along the way I ran into an old French couple, and it was great because the lady spoke French and a little bit of German, so it was mixed, and her husband spoke French and a little bit of English. So anytime I said something to any one of them, they'd look at each other and repeat it in French. What I just said. They took me to their house. They gave me soup. Cabbage soup. Oh my god. And they gave me, it was good. But once I started actually eating the cabbage, I was like, I tried. I got halfway, 3/4. And then I was just like, my body is not liking this. Because I trust my body. And my body's first reaction was, don't eat that. And I will tell you why in a minute. They gave me apple juice, fresh apple juice, from a wine with a cork fresh. They gave me 4 apples and 2 sandwiches and a bar of chocolate, so I got that. And tissues, which is so awesome. So I'm awesome, and they send me on my way. So they made it seem like they were gonna drive me back to where they picked me up, but they didn't. But whatever, they're very sweet, very lovely. Love their little birds. I'm trying to fix my hair while I'm doing this. Sorry. So walking and walking through forest, and my stomach, starts making those sounds where it's ooh, that cabbage is gonna make some farts. And the farts, little ones came and went, but then it went. I was like, oh no, because I know my body. I know if I fart a lot, this is gonna get gross in a minute. So plug your ears for 10 seconds. Here, I'll hold up my hand and I'll let you know when the grossness is done. Pretty much when my body, makes the gurglies, which most bodies do, and then it's just fart, 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 fart. Usually what follows is your body's like, yo, something else is coming. You might want to grab a toilet. So, I don't know if I should hold it up, but pretty much I'm gonna shit myself today. And I'm in the forest. I'm alright, it's windy. It's almost fucking 10 degrees. So I'm not gonna shit in the wind. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna, just find a more enclosed forest area. That did not happen. The open fields led into town, and I'm just oh god. Oh god. I'm trying to I'm not turtling it yet, but I can tell that if I relax for a second, what I think might be a fart will not be a fart. so I'm just like tense, and there are like all these big like Maine Coon or Norwegian forest cats around me, and I'm like, not today. I'd love to take you with me, but not today. And like I go to a store and it's closed, go to another store and it's closed, go to a church and it's closed. And I saw some guy lock up a building, and I went to that door, and like he had locked the door, but like on the door it said like, oh, go around back, and like thank God there's people, and I'm just like, I need a bathroom. The lady's like, down the hall left. Thank God she spoke German. I went in there and just hold my hand up because it's gonna get gross. Just cabbage did not agree with my body. It was just not a happy camper. Pretty much whatever I had, before the soup and probably what the night before, just left my bowels. It was like, nope. And I'm just sitting there. My face is like all hot because it's really cold, and now I'm inside where it's warm. So like, my blood vessels are expanding, and I'm just like, I better not fucking die from dehydration. So like, as soon as I was done, I just like grabbed my water and just chugged it, and then like I started eating an apple. My body's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm giving you nourishment. And then after that, we went back on our way walking. Stomach was still a little like, and I'm like, shh, it's okay. The cabbage is gone. We're walking, and then it starts to rain a little bit, light sprinkles. And I notice that it's doing this, and I'm like, that better not be what I think it is. Sure enough, as soon as I get to the wilderness, like the big stretch to where I need to be, it starts snowing. It snowed. I know where all the snow in Germany went. It went to France. Snowed, and like I'm just getting pelted. I'm like, my green jacket is turning white. I'm just constantly doing windshields, and like my hair would like get in my mouth. So I was like, and like it would just always go this way. Ugh. So it snowed. So my jacket is for winter. So repel the snow. But after a while, snow melts, and it's water resistant proof. So it gets me. My hands, my fingernails turn blue. I got scared. I'll tell you why in a minute. So I'm walking through the snow, and I get to Fulking, and I have not seen a scallop for a while. Like I saw it, and then there was like a four-way path, and it said it wanted me to go to Mossbach, and I'm like, no, I need Kosian and Ted Lane, and I'm fucking losing it. It's like almost 5. And I'm just like, oh my god, it's gonna get dark soon, and I'm like nowhere close where I need to be. And I left before 10, so before 10, and it's almost 5. That's how long I was walking, because I had to backtrack. So, path is not that well marked out here. I go to like some building and I ask the lady like, where do I go? And she like tells me to go left and then something something, and when you get to the church, take a right. And I'm like, oh, she said go left, so if I go left, I'll be able to follow it. Oh my god, no, 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 no. Went left. There's a split, and I'm just like, fuck. So I went left and up the hill, and the sidewalk ends and it leads to road, and I'm like, shit, that's not what I fucking need. I'm walking back down and I'm contemplating hitchhiking. I'm just like, you gotta do so just down out, man. But by this time, like, my jacket is soaked and my hands are like, I'm trying to keep them warm. But they're just like wet and freezing, and the wind is blowing. It's like negative. I hear that tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday. What's today? Thursday or Friday? Whatever. I hear that Saturday and Sunday are supposed to be like -10, and I'm just like, fuck. So, God, my knees were buckling. They were not happy. They were just, and I'm just like, hang on, knees. And it's like, I would go faster. Like, my feet were fine, my back was fine. The shoulders started acting up again. It's never happy. It's never happy. But it's just my knees, man. Oh my God. It like started to go up, and I was just like, no. Going down hurts more, which is weird. But yeah, so yeah. So I ended up going back to the building where the lady was, and they're closed. Because I like checked the time and it was like 20 minutes till 5. 25 minutes till 5. I was like, alright, I walk and I make it. Everything will be good. She's gone. Fucking, there's nothing in sight. And like, I'd seen a taxi go by too. So like, start walking back to go the other way that I came. Because, there's that split. And I went left and it took me to nowhere. So I was like, alright, let's go right and follow that path. Because, that was supposed to be the walking path. Saw the taxi again and I tried to wave it down, but like, they did this. I thought they meant they were going to turn around, so I actually sat and waited where I waved them down, but they didn't come back for like 20 minutes. So I was like, oh, she probably was saying like no instead of turning around. So that was fun. So I'm walking down the path that I'm supposed to be going. I'm trying to follow what I can, but it's dark and the logo's this big. So I'm like, you know, in broad daylight, I have to be less than 10 feet from it anyway. So nighttime is fucking impossible. I'm walking and I see the thing, and it's just a road that leads into the forest, and it's like dark. And I'm like, fuck this, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm like having a panic attack. I didn't have it there. I had the panic attack at the building when the lady's place was closed. Because after that, I went to the church behind it, and that was closed. And I'm just like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? But yeah, so pretty much I went to a random house, knocked on it, and thank God she spoke some German. She was either the babysitter or the nanny, but pretty much that was not her house. And when the lady who owned the house came by, it was very like, I live here, what are you doing here? She's very prim and proper, and I'm just like freezing my ass off. But yeah, after like waiting 30, 40 minutes out in the cold, she's like, I got you a taxi. And I'm like, thank you. She's like, I would have let you in, but it's not my house. I'm like, dude, no problem. You got me a taxi. I paid for it, of course, not her. She was like, do you have 20 euros? I was like, yes. Just give me the fuck higher. No, I peed a lot today. Such a weird introduction, but it'll make sense in a minute. You know, pee in the forest thing, gotta pretty much get. Find a ledge or a bench, put my bag there, go in the bushes, do my business, come back, and all's good. When I was waiting for the taxi, I had to go again. And for some reason, my hands were so cold that, like, my thumbs would not work. Like, I got the zipper fine because, I did it with, just kind of clamming it. But the button on my pants, I could not unhook it, and it was scary and frustrating because I'm like, are my hands dead? And I was like, no, they're just cold. So like, I try to like put them under my armpits, but that's not working because it's like they're in cold sleeves, and if I remove the sleeve, then they're directly in the very cold wind. So I'm like, no matter what, they're gonna be cold. So like, I'm just like struggling to get this button open, and I'm just like, what the? Yeah. Eventually, I did, and I had a very satisfying pee. But I just zipped up my pants. I didn't button it because I was like, dude, forget buttoning it. That's not happening. Taxi guy came, took me to this lovely place. I was just like, here's the address. And it's funny. He's like, it's your first time going to your friend's house? And I was like, yep. And he's like, what's your friend's name? And I blanked for a second. I was like, oh, I forgot. And he's like, oh, what kind of friend are you? And I was like, horrible one. I'm a horrible friend. But yeah, no. I'm just hoping my knees feel better tomorrow, and I'm hoping that someone on Couchsurfing replies to me tomorrow. They're like, yes, you're welcome into my home, because if not, that means I have to get a hotel. But yeah, for the whole route thing, pretty much I said that I will at least go to Metz. Oh, oh yeah, that's right. I had a carrot pie. It sounds weird, but it's really fucking delicious. It's pretty much like a pie crust, but bigger, so like pizza size. And there's carrots, and it's egg, like scrambled eggs, and then onion and like ham, bacon. I think it was ham. It's really good. I've just been getting a lot of carrots lately. It's like really weird. But yeah, got this place. It's nice. Metz. I said I would at least go to Metz, see how the situation is, but if it does not seem better, then I will take a plane or train from there to where I need to go. and then train it from there to St. James, and then do the rest of the walk there. And people are like, but you're not allowed to. It's like, I know, that's why it's going to be a new walk. You know, there is just no way. So much money. Pretty much for the person, if any of the cash people that I've contacted for tomorrow say no, then it's like $50 tomorrow again. Because I just can't win. I mean, I can look into it again, but I really need to sleep and I'm really tired. So yeah, it was an eventful day of like, what the fuck? Awesome. Are you shitting me? What am I doing? What do I do? It's funny because at one point, after the soup people, I looked up and I was like, what the hell, gods? What? They pretty much like either give me shit and then good stuff happens and like that's fine, or like, you know, it's a really good day and like shit happens and then it kind of teeters off to okay. So I'm like, what kind of entertainment is this for you? That's just me. The guy, the guy here is really cool. Within like 5-10 minutes, I'm like explaining to him how I got stuck in Folking, and so I had to take a taxi because I was not walking in the dark and I was cold and wet from the snow. He was laughing, so I'm just like, yeah, I'm funny. Alright, I'm gonna stop because I'm tired and I can't feel my legs. Bye bye.